Hey, what is up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Ivy if you guys are new here. Today is kind of a last minute video, so I apologize if I am out of whack a little bit, but as you guys have probably heard about the murder of Ahmaud Arbery, it definitely blew up the past couple of days, so I decided that I was just going to save the video that I had planned for today for Wednesday, and I was going to film this and edit it and upload it quickly because as of yesterday would have actually been Ahmaud's 26th birthday. I'm sure that you guys have heard about this case and seen it. It's literally been everywhere, all over Instagram, all over Twitter. So I decided I wanted to do some research on it and try to get as much information as I could about it, more than what you can get from an Instagram post. But I will say there's not a crazy amount of information on this case, which doesn't surprise me at all because it does have to do with former police officers, so I'm just gonna get into it. I will say, I mean, obviously just seeing about this case on like Instagram and everything, it's very upsetting just to see hate crimes in this day and age, but the more I've looked into it, the more upsetting and aggravating and frustrating it is because it is all completely covered up by the police and it's just ridiculous. It's completely uncalled for, it's completely racist, it's completely illegal, and I guess I'll just stop talking and get into the video. So on February 23rd of 2020, 25-year-old Ahmaud Arbery was going on a run in a secluded area in Brunswick, Georgia. On this run, Ahmaud encountered 64-year-old Gregory McMichael and his son, 34-year-old Trevor McMichael, who allegedly suspected that Ahmaud Arbery was a suspect in a series of recent break-ins and burglaries. Now, Gregory was actually a retired police officer. I believe he was a detective when he retired. That can give you a little bit of insight on how these people got away with this for 74 days. But anyway, he was jogging past them. They were in a pickup truck. Gregory was in the back of the pickup truck and then Trevor was standing on the side of it. Arbery jogged past them and Trevor started chasing him with a gun. They got into a fornication and the gun went off. They were struggling over the gun went off again, and then it went off for a third time, which caused Arbery to fall to the ground. So at this point, Trevor turned around and started walking towards his dad. His dad started running towards him, also with a gun. The autopsy report showed that the first bullet went through Arbery's hand. The second bullet I don't think hit him at all, and then the third went through his lower left rib cage, I believe. So both of these men were white. They were both armed. Arbery was not armed. Apparently they flipped him over after they had shot him for the second time to see if he was carrying a gun. Obviously he was not. So basically when they were contacted by the police, they stated that this was them trying to perform a citizen arrest on him. Now in the state of Georgia, the law states that you cannot use force that is unreasonable to the crime, and then deadly force is not allowed unless in the case of self-defense or preventing them from committing a felony. Now obviously he wasn't committing a felony at the time. He wasn't resisting arrest at all because they hadn't even tried to arrest him. They just ambushed him, and the reason why they got away with this for so long is, I mean, I guess this is technically hearsay because it hasn't gone to trial or anything. Obviously the guy was a former police officer, and some of the higher ups, I guess is the right word, said that this was them trying to perform citizen's arrest. Now I personally believe, this is just a personal opinion of mine, it's not fact, I think that the current police officers made this story up for them so they wouldn't get in trouble, because there were no records of burglaries in that area. So I personally believe that the current employed police officers fabricated this story. Now, again, that's just an opinion. There's no evidence to back it up. Nobody said that. Yeah, I think it was honestly just to protect their asses, because when you think about it, this Gregory guy, I mean, I don't even want to imagine what is going to happen when this guy goes to prison, because, I mean, they're going to have to put him in solitary confinement or just let him get killed, honestly, because not only is he in there for a hate crime, and I'm not saying this to sound racist, it's a known fact that the majority of prisons are held with African American men, well, male prisons obviously, not to mention that he's a former police officer. I mean, he's gonna get eaten alive. So it definitely does not surprise me at all that they fabricated this stupid story. And the reason why they got away with it for so long is because the law is so vague. It doesn't say what they specifically have to be doing for it to warrant you to defend yourself. So since it's so vague, they can just argue, you know, the camera didn't catch everything, it was glitching out, it couldn't hear what we were saying, he was threatening us, like blah blah blah. It's just their word against crappy quality camera. This is definitely just them using their authority. So this pretty much went, I believe they just let it off as self-defense because no arrests were made for 72 days, and then on Tuesday a 30-second video was released of this all happening and it blew up. It's everywhere. It's all over Instagram, all over Twitter, all over the news. Huge celebrities with hundreds of million followers are reposting this, and honestly the community really came through for this man and this family. I mean, people were pissed, rightfully so. I mean, I don't know how you can hear this situation and not be upset. This happened on Tuesday. The video was released, it blew up. I mean, people are running 2.23 miles in honor of him, people are signing petitions, people are contacting Georgia government, the governor of Georgia. I mean, Joe Biden made a statement about it. It has literally just blown up. So then 2 days after that video got released, this Thursday, so the 7th I believe, they were arrested Thursday evening and charged with murder and aggravated assault. They actually brought the GBI in. They're currently being held in jail without bail. I don't think anything's really gonna come of this. I mean, obviously they cannot have a trial right now until the current, you know, world situation is at least a little bit back to normal. So they're literally just gonna be sitting in jail potentially for the rest of the year before they even get a chance to go to trial. It'll definitely be interesting. Maybe I'll do like an updated video once the trial is all said and done, but it's definitely going to be interesting when that goes to trial because people are gonna freak out, honestly, and they're gonna have one hell of a time trying to get a jury in there. His family completely believes that this was a hate crime. I think that most people believe that. I certainly believe that. They honestly just ambushed this guy. There's also a third person who's suspected in being involved in this. I could not find his name. I mean, I don't even know if it's a boy, honestly, but no arrest has been made for him. Yesterday, Friday, May 7th, would have been his 26th birthday, so his family, in honor of him, released balloons on the street that he was murdered on, and honestly, this whole situation is just kind of BS. It sounds like something that would have happened in the 60s. Which was 60 years ago. I mean, have we not evolved at all? I mean, I guess you can argue that we don't know the ins and outs of this. We don't know all the information, but I mean, it doesn't take an idiot to realize that this was just a hate crime. It was. This would have been two black guys who killed a white guy. Oh my gosh, the police would have had their heads the day after it happened. Yeah, that's all really the information I have. I couldn't find anything other than what news outlets were putting out. Obviously, it's still a very new case. It's very fresh and people are pretty pissed about it, so I don't really see them releasing a whole lot of information. I definitely think more will get released once the trial comes around. I don't know, I hope this is a lesson for people. I think that's all I'm gonna say about this. There isn't really a ton of information on it. I don't know. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I honestly feel disgusting even saying that. I feel like this isn't a video you should enjoy. I mean, frankly, like, I don't know. I just feel like this is crazy, and the fact that this even happened is just disgusting. I don't know. But let me know what your thoughts and opinions are in the comments. How you think the trial's gonna go. Honestly, I feel like I could honestly see them getting off. I mean, that's crazy to say, but I really could. So yeah, I think that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed it. Another really good true crime video will be coming out on Wednesday, so definitely keep an eye out for that, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I hope you guys spread some love today, give someone a hug, share an inspirational quote on Instagram, whatever you want to do. Appreciate someone's beauty. Just spread love, guys, and just spread positivity. I think that's all I have for you guys. I will see you in my next video. Bye.